you're not familiar with what email marketing is, let me just break it down to you with what I consider email marketing. What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Oscar Cardona here, owner of Pathfinder Productions and the Pod Place, a place to podcast. Today we're going to be talking about email marketing, what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, and if you're not doing it, then you're missing out on a fortune. But good news is it's not too late to get started. So if you're not familiar with what email marketing is, let me just break it down to you with what I consider email marketing to be. So if you're running any type of lead generation campaigns, emailing, any type of lead generation campaigns from any platform, whether it's Google, social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, I've seen people kill it with that. If you're generating any type of lead campaign with an offer, for us, I want to say maybe like 3 to 5% close off of straight up coming through the funnel, like 3 to 5% close from that. An additional 20 to 30% close after we follow up with them for an extended period of time. So if you're not doing that, that offer continually through an email with like a newsletter, just sprinkled in offers, adding value, then you're really not maximizing the lead for the amount of money that you spend for it. I've seen some personal injury attorneys spending $300 for a lead. We've seen leads for as cheap as $1, so it doesn't matter how much you're spending on the lead. The thing is that they more than likely, it's a slim chance that they're gonna close like right off the rip on the first funnel. And that's okay. And that's what email marketing is for. It's to continue to follow up until you generate a sale. And sometimes that might take months, sometimes that might take weeks, sometimes it could take years, but you never want to let those emails just sit there and not work them, because there's a gold mine sitting in there. If they opted in, they already kind of like what you have going on. They're already kind of in the market for your service. They already kind of need what you have to offer. So you want to try and maximize that. Let's say you have an email list. Another really good list is people that have already done business with you. You can always resell them, upsell them, give them a different offer. These people already like, know, and trust you and have done business with you. So that is another huge opportunity to maximize more sales. So if you're getting their contact information, you're not doing email marketing, this is the first thing you need to do. The first situation you need to do is set up an ESP. So an email service provider. There's MailChimp, we use Brevo. Brevo is not the best, but I really like how easy it is to formulate like a cool design in it. It's really design friendly, so that's why I like it. So once you have an ESP, you're gonna wanna plug your contacts in. Then the next thing you're gonna wanna do is really be mindful of like the offer you're gonna send. Now, I don't send offers like every single day, but I do send emails every single day. And then the emails, we're trying to provide value, and it depends on what the list is. So if it's for our media company, we're offering tricks and tips for how to grow your social media. We're offering tricks and tips on how to produce high quality content for low cost, whatever, anything in that realm. And then at the bottom of it, there's always the option to like set up a call with us, but it's not primarily like a straight up offer. We do run straight up offers like promotions, for example, like $1,500 video with social media reels this month only, right? Like we do blast those, I would say like twice a week, but every other email in between is like a value proposition. So for the Pod Place is similar. Like I will send out YouTube videos, I will send out tricks and tips on starting a podcast, what the benefits of starting a podcast, just things of that nature, because these people are already expressed interest in booking a studio session. Maybe they already booked a session, maybe they didn't book a session yet. And we have those two lists separated inside of our ESP. So like we will run specific offers to people who have already booked with us versus people who haven't booked with us. For example, an offer for someone who hasn't booked their first session is we will send them the $99 special offer, and we'll leave out the people who have already had their like first session booked so that they don't get the same first session booking for $99. Then in the mix of that, like how we generate that, we use ChatGPT a ton. Like literally I will go into ChatGPT and ask it, generate, an email for 3 tips on how to grow your social media following. Then I'll take that, I'll plug it into the ESP, and we'll send it out with an attached link to like book a call if they're interested in learning more. So ChatGPT is a huge resource, and while you're running those prompts, also remember to be mindful of, like, the prompts I ask it is, you want people to open up your email and then you want them to like continue reading beyond the first sentence. So while you're doing the prompts, you want to also include viral headline, or a headline that will have a 90% open ratio, right? Like, these are things that you could input into the prompt to help conversion rate, honestly. So emails convert at a different rate. So once you get those prompts, generated, you want to get into the system and like to the rhythm of doing this. Like, do it every day at a certain time. I guess ultimately maximize it. You just want to create the habit of doing that. If you're at a different level of business where you have people that are working for you, just make sure that you implement that into their daily regimen so that they're sending out emails on your behalf regularly. Also, you could batch create emails and then schedule them out. We've done that as well. I find that we get behind. So like, what I end up doing is I just end up doing them every day anyways. And it's kind of like one of those things that one of my first things I do on the checklist when I get to the office or the studio, as I get in, call everyone I need to call, and then once I start to dive into like the things I need to do, sending email is one of those things. So that is something that I need to delegate to the staff, but for now I've been doing it for the last few months. So I've noticed that sending out emails has not only generated more traffic to the social media like channels, the YouTube, social content, but it also has converted into more sales. If you're not currently doing emails, this is what I recommend. Take your current list, sign up for an ESP, whatever emails you have. I'm certain you have some emails. If you don't think you have emails, go into your Google email and then take all those emails. Those are people that have already emailed you, and plug those into the ESP. I think there's like an app called Google Contacts. Go into Google Contacts, pull all those emails, and those are people that you already have communicated with. That's your very first email list. So take your list, plug it into the ESP of your choice, MailChimp, Brevo, whatever. Those, they're not sponsoring the video, but pick yours. ConvertKit's also another good one. And then go into ChatGPT, start crafting value propositions for your specific offer, and start sending them out daily. And I guarantee you, by the end of the month, you will have converted some sales, you will have more traffic to your social channels, and ultimately your business will have benefited for it. So make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you comment what your biggest takeaway from this video was, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.